All right, we're live.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Broadway Jets YouTube channel. You'll know me from Twitter as NYJ Mike. I'm joined as always by the master of receipts, NYJ Matt. And Matt, the Jets have fallen to the Steelers 34-32. They go to 0-1 on the season. The Bills are coming next week. Justin Fields played terrific. The running game was there. The defense, not so much. Matt, the Jets are 0-1 in a tough opening day loss.
Mike, at the tailgate, if I told you we're scoring 32 today, out of 100 times, how many do we win?
The 99,
I will call out real quick. We are on the road. Look at that.
There it
We have
is.
2,089
Very
subscribers.
nice.
We're getting to 2,100. If you got a minute, go subscribe. Mike, we just came back from the game, and I think I'm still a bit buzzed. I'm sure you're buzzed.
I'm not
We
feeling great.
got home responsibly.
Train.
We'll break down everything, but I need to hit on the one thing that we have been really complaining about is Xavier Gibson returning punts and kicks and not having him out there. The most brutal fumble in the worst opportunity, allowing the Steelers to score 14 points in 45 seconds. And then overall, Mike, the defense just not getting it done outside of Sauce Gardner, Will McDonald, everybody else not getting the job done. A game that you need to have. And I know it's a home opener, so it means more to us. We were there, we wanted it. But this isn't just a normal, you played a tough game, you lost. There were so many opportunities to end that game, and they just didn't do it.
Matt, you're up 9 points in the fourth quarter. You're playing the Bills next week. You said the offense was terrific. The Steelers had less than 300 yards. You got to find a way to pull that one out because it's just how many opportunities do you have in a tough NFL where we never expected to score 32 points in this game, and you do. And the defense has just been so, again, Xavier Gibson is the culprit here for an obvious transgression. You fumble a kickoff in the worst time possible. But man, like, how many times the last 2 years has the defense needed a stop? This defense with these guys, with Quinnen, with Quincy, with Sauce, with Michael Carter, with Quinnen, and you just don't get a stop ever. You don't get a stop when you need it, and it's very frustrating. And I'm sick of it. Make a fucking play. You have a new coach. You can't blame it on Ulbrich. You can't blame it on Salah. Make a fucking play one time. I'm sick of it. Brandon Stevens dropped the pick. Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah, and Mike, we talked about it post game, but even at the tailgate, I'm like, let me get one 50-50 ball going our way. Do we need George Pickens to get a bobbled catch? They fumbled the ball in the kickoff.
Sorry, Matt. Yeah.
What happened?
Even though Pickens is on the Cowboys.
Metcalf. it was like every 50-50 ball, I just prayed went our way, right? Like I said it in the tailgate. Can we get a fumble to go our way? A long DPI go our way? Muff punt? Something. Like you need one of those 50-50 plays to end up in a green jersey. Just why can't the Xavier Gibson fumble go right back to him or a player on the Jets where the Steelers fumble in the kick return doesn't go our way? That's football, Susan.
Exactly.
Like that, but I get it. Like you have to be good enough to not allow those to impact the game.
Yeah, but I hate that. I hate that because you play well and it just didn't. So you're right. You're 100% right. The Steelers fumble the kickoff, right back to him. Chris Boswell, 60-yard field goal, nails it. DK Metcalf bobbles the ball, somehow goes back into his arms. It's just a bunch of like shit that doesn't go our way, and you lose a close game where you played your dicks off. And I think the sentiment around Jet fans is going to be, hey, we played really well, which is good. That's what it has to be. We played really well. And if the offense is going to operate like this or something like this for the whole season, you have to feel good about it. But you don't want to let up 34 points to an offense where everyone called this quarterback washed last year. He's thrown for 4 touchdowns. You know, there's not many receiving options. You have DK Metcalf, and Sauce followed him, which was awesome. I thought Sauce followed him. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think
first
he was
half
following.
He did. I think Rosenblatt tweeted he didn't, and then he deleted it because
Rosenblatt's a loser, and I'm sick.
I like Rosenblatt. No,
Fuck
we like
Rosenblatt.
him.
Fuck him. I wanted to come on the podcast. I tweeted at him yesterday a funny thing, and he came back at me like, "Chill out, Mike." Blah blah. He tweeted. I'll tell you what he tweeted. He goes, "Wow, Nathaniel Hackett doesn't realize that
Conklin.
Tyler Conklin can catch passes." And I tweeted him back. I'm like, Nathaniel Hackett should be tried for war crimes, but it doesn't mean that we should act like Tyler Conklin is prime Antonio Gates because he had 50 yards. And he's like, chill out, Mike. It was a joke at the Jets, not you. I'm like, no one said it was a joke at me. Like, fuck you. You're a beat writer. You're a douchebag. Fuck him.
No.
Fuck everyone. I almost got into a fight with all the Steeler fans in my section. I'm pissed off at them.
You were good with them. I thought you were respectful.
I was good with them. Then we left. We're leaving the game. They're like, goodbye. Like, get the fuck out of here. And I'm like, we had a beautiful rapport the whole game. They're like, why are you leaving? I'm like, there's 20 seconds left. We have no timeouts. What do you want me to do? I'm like, I can't stop the clock. Get the hell out of here. So fuck Zach Rosenblatt. Fuck those Steelers fans.
No, we are
Fuck
I
them.
will bring him on the pod. That was one Twitter interaction, Mike. We'll bring him on the pod.
I'm gonna
We'll bring him on the pod.
Let's go. Bring him on.
I think Rosenblatt, I think he's a good dude.
He's a
That
bad guy.
tweet that you had is 100% correct because
Bad
Tyler
dude.
Conklin went 32 straight games without a touchdown, and 40% of those were with Mike LaFleur that everybody loves. So, like, no, Tyler Conklin was not a weapon and did not play well enough, regardless of who called plays. He went 32 games straight without a touchdown. And, Mike, he didn't just get one target. In 32 of those games, in the vast majority, he had over 5 targets per game, and he never scored a touchdown.
Bring
so
Rosenblatt on the pod.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
All right. So the rapport with the Steelers fan where we sit was fantastic.
They were so nice the whole game, then they started being maniacs at the end.
Did you almost like?
No, I was gonna fight the guy.
You're a good man. You're a good man. But
I'm gonna throw hands, as the kids say.
We met great fans there. Fans of Broadway Jets. If you didn't subscribe, comment, like, do anything, or don't. We're all gonna die one day. We met Gary Felder, great guy.
Is it Felder? I thought it was Feder.
Felder. We met Marcus 03, great guy. So thank you for supporting.
What was the guy? Jimmy? We went at the parking lot by the bathroom.
Yeah,
Jimmy. Good dudes.
So
man, the Jets ran for 180 yards. Matt Fields was 16 for 22. The offense was terrific. And by the way, Jets go down, which we talked about. 14 points in 45 seconds. Fields leads a touchdown drive.
Yeah,
very impressive.
The thing about Justin Fields that is so, like, I'm optimistic about is there was times he was left for dead and he spins out and gets 2 yards, where 2-yard gain versus a 7-yard sack is a obviously 9-yard difference. He got out of it. He moved. He made really hard throws, Mike, like legitimately needed to put it exactly where his guy can get a 50-50 ball. Good on Ruckert for getting 2 catches on a huge third downs. Josh Reynolds 50-50 ball. Good for them. And the offense played their dicks off. Breece Hall, Mike, every first move he made left a defender in the dirt. And Brown Allen gets that touchdown run. Didn't do much outside of that. But
Breece was nuts. Breece looked like he was going to score every time. He had 19 for 107.
But what do you have receiving, too? I think he had 35 receiving around there.
There's only one way to find out, and I got to scroll down. 2 for 38. Breece was basically Tyler Conklin. Breece had 21 touches for 145 yards, which is just awesome. He looked great, Matt.
So, Mike, I don't know. I saw it. I don't know if you did yet. The offensive line pressures allowed.
I haven't seen it.
What happened? Your mic cut out.
I have not seen it.
Okay.
Is it working? My mic working?
I want you to give me the count of pressures allowed. Guessing, which is obviously impossible. Josh Myers.
2.
0. Joe Tippmann.
2.
0.
But there were pressures. Like, there are no pressures.
Armand Membu.
0. I did see that one. 0.
0. Simpson.
Let's go with 2.
5. What? And Olu.
0.
6.
What?
He's going against Watt, I'm pretty sure. Or if Membu was going against Watt. Go ahead.
The whole right side never let one pressure. That's not true.
That was what was tweeted out.
We watched the game. They did like the read option, and they just sacked him from the right side. No, that's what they tweeted out. Wow, but they should cut Olu.
Obviously,
put Olu on the practice squad.
There's a lot of no moral victories, and there's some people tweeting out moral victories, and as always, the answer's in the middle. Like you can be optimistic at Fields looking like a legit quarterback. You can be optimistic of Brees Hall, Garrett going for nearly 100 yards and a touchdown,
Yeah,
Braylon
Garrett's
having a good run. O line, you have three guys that really stepped and played well today. Sauce Gardner, lockdown. Will McDonald, 2 sacks. You can bring all that in a nutshell and still say we should have won that football game. Like you can say all those things at once,
It
and
just sucks,
that's
man, because I think the way if you're the Jets and you're the coaching staff and you're like, all right, if Fields throws for over 200 with a high completion percentage, no sacks. Did he take a sack? I don't know if the sack that he took counted or if it was
it
on a
was on a
2-point
run play.
conversion.
It counted as a sack, but it was like
Yeah,
not.
but we run for 180. We run the ball 40 times. We have 4 sacks. Garrett has 95 yards and a touchdown. Brees has 100 yards. Like, you just win that game. And they probably would have won if fucking Gibson doesn't make that mistake. But you also got to get a stop. It's like, get off the field. Have a chance to go up by 2 scores. They just haven't done that in the last 2 years. And last year is not this year. So you don't want to group things together because the new coaching staff. And one of our biggest complaints with last year was the coaching staff. So it's like, but man, like you don't want to see the same things happen. Like the Jets played a really good game today.
Yeah.
And they can compete with probably anyone. The Steelers have a legitimate defense. We talked in the parking lot before the game, best defensive line in football. Probably the Steelers or the Giants. The Steelers have Highsmith and Hayward and TJ Watt. The Giants, we know about their guys. Abdul Carter's a bitch and he wants to tweet about shit on the internet after he gets pancaked. That's fine. But man, like they handled it well. They ran for almost 200 yards. You throw for whatever you want.
With no
Gotta get off the
ABT,
field.
man. Give
No
Tippmann and
ABT.
Myers credit. Give Tippmann and Myers credit. Tippmann going to
Yeah.
play guard, Myers getting in there. It like what hurts me is that you have Buffalo ahead, and then you
The
have
Saints next week. Why do we got to play Buffalo?
Tampa and Miami following. And look, Mike, if you're going to be a playoff team, you have to win some tough games. And this is a game that now you've lost an AFC game, which impacts head-to-head stuff. And if you go out and you can beat Buffalo at home and
Yep.
say last week was not a fluke, we're going to put up 28 plus points on you guys, and our defense is going to be better than what it was, we can feel great.
Yep.
And what I keep pushing for is I personally think the Jets are going to win around 7 to 8 games this year. Lower floor, like 5, 6, you can maybe sneak in 9. But you have to win them in a certain way. You cannot be 2019 where you're horrific and then you go 6-2 down the stretch and it's moral high ground and you feel great for beating up on the Raiders and the Redskins. No, you have to play hard games and try to win them. And Aaron Glenn, I think, had a fine game. Tanner Engstrand, money on the offensive side. Aaron Glenn called a couple timeouts I didn't agree with. The extra point I would have kicked. He went for 2. I tweeted it out during it because I didn't want to be like a Monday morning
It ended
quarterback.
up winning the game. So, yeah. You would have had 34 points if you just kicked both field goals. Obviously, the second time you had to go for 2, of course, after you didn't get – I get it.
But I thought Aaron Glenn, and he showed accountability in the post-game presser. The Quincy penalty was brutal. And I thought
that was a bad penalty. That would have been 2nd and 15 instead it was a first down.
And I think the refs missed a couple on the grounding, on the
TJ Watt was offsides. Oh, and the Rodgers was grounding. I thought the refs were good, though. They did not call a lot of flags.
Yeah, they had Stevens on a borderline one.
Yeah. It looked like it, though, at least if it looks to the naked eye and they call it. But, yeah, I don't think the calls really went our way, but I don't think they were overtly making an impact in the game, at least.
No, the right team won. Like honestly, they did their job and the Jets did not. And it just and I was saying it to my buddy driving, and it was like it was like a pit in my stomach where you can take a lot out of this game, and maybe on Wednesday we'll feel a lot better about it, but it can't be a flash in the pan game. Like score 28 points against
thing,
Buffalo.
Matt, you can't score 7 points next week, and then we're going to feel like shit because then it's like we had to have won this game.
Yeah.
We don't have quite the firepower, but it feels like they do have quite the firepower. And Fields was really awesome. Like he if and again the Jets clearly are going to run the ball first and then use that to set up their passing game. And they did a great job. He had Garrett on the deep ball, he hit him. He has some guys on some crossing routes 1-on-1 because they set up with the play action, he hit him. If he had to run, he ran. He ran for 2 touchdowns. The touchdown in the fourth quarter was gorgeous.
Yeah.
The rollout to the right, and there's just nobody there.
But
So it
Mike,
looked good.
think about that play if the Jets win the game. Like we look at that play 5 years from now and we're like,
100%. You're like, wow,
holy
remember when
hell.
Fields hit that naked bootleg,
Yeah.
and it feels good. Matt, the
There's
Jets are the
nothing
ball.
better, Mike, than a naked bootleg. A naked bootleg and with no and he was like at 5 yards out, was jogging into the
Oh,
end
he
zone.
started celebrating. You're like, all right,
Unreal,
there's
man.
nobody hold. But Matt,
He played his ass off. He
it
played
was
his ass
terrific.
off.
Can't say anything but good things. The Jets ran the ball 39 times. We've talked a lot on this program about the usage of the running backs and how they're going to do it and how many times they're going to run the ball. Are there enough carries for guys? The Jets would be on pace for 660 rushing attempts. Obviously, Brees Hall will be on pace for about 1,800 yards or 1,700 yards. Um, will Brees Hall had 19 carries. Braylon Allen had 6. Brees has more success. Fields ran the ball a lot. It's going to be interesting to see that dynamic. But if you could run the ball like this, Matt, 39 carries, 182 yards, 3 touchdowns on the ground, plus Fields threw for 218 and a tutty. Garrett went for 95. This is how you envision the offense. And like you just figure you win that kind of game if you play this well on offense and the Steelers have less than 300 yards, but not the case. And I
Didn't
just need
force a
more. I need
turnover,
more of
Mike.
the defense. I need more
Didn't
of the
force a
defense.
turnover.
Didn't force a turnover.
That's it. If the Brandon Stevens drop doesn't happen, the
Oh my
fumble
god,
you
he
pick
threw
up,
right at him. If he
it's
doesn't
just
slip, it's a pick 6.
those are the things that don't go your way. And I look way too ahead, and people will say it is a long season. When you lose a tiebreaker, an AFC game against a team that will probably fight for the wild card, it hurts more than others. But Mike, all I can ask for is that you got Buffalo coming up, you got Tampa Bay on the road, and you got Miami on the road that got their doors kicked in today.
Yeah.
Find a way to go 2-2, and like really find that way to go 2-2. And we would learn a
Yeah.
ton about the coaching staff and the roster and Justin Fields if you can make that work. You let one go today, steal one. You got to steal one now.
If this is the real offense, Matt, the Jets are going to really compete for a playoff spot. This is much better than we expected.
Mike, talk me to like I'm thinking back. Like, what is a game that the Jets did not play well at all, and they stole a win
Wow,
in the last
and they stole a win.
5 years? Like they did not play well, and they did not deserve to win the game at all, and they just lucked into a win.
Oh wow, that mattered.
Any game, any game.
Like one of these dumb end of the season games with like Trevor Simeon. Like I don't know. That mattered. It's tough.
But
2022, maybe the Broncos game 2023 where Quincy had the strip sack, but I feel like they played pretty well.
Amarius Mims fumbled like a ton of balls that game, if I remember
Yeah,
correctly.
yeah,
Just get one, and if you win against Buffalo next weekend at home, everything turns to be like it wasn't a fluke week 1. You're 1-1. You're a real pesky team that's gonna fight every team you play. Give us Pittsburgh with Rodgers in a homecoming game. Give us Buffalo. We're gonna play well and we're gonna play tough. And then
yes.
every team on our schedule would say, I don't want to play that team. Oh, you have Will McDonald that's gonna get multiple sacks. You have Sauce Gardner to lock down a side of the field.
Sauce
You have
was awesome.
Justin Fields to ball out. Like Mike, if
Yeah.
you can that is why we're cautiously optimistic. No moral victories, but if you can find a way to go 2-2, everything changes. And if you end up going 0-4 or 1-3, your season could be dead in October, and that's what you
I
have to
know.
avoid.
It's so scary. They deserve to win today. But yeah, it is different than if you lost 34-7. It really is. It's an actual fact. They move the ball extremely well, Matt. What do we have? 400 yards of offense? Gotta be, right? I mean, it's just
Gotta be.
yeah, the Jets had the fuck was that? Oh shit. There was a ad on my computer. It made an insane noise.
Was it an
I had to
adult
exit
video?
out.
You hitting the wrong link?
No, it was like you know that song.
I
It was
don't.
it was
The
on
fact that we're
YouTube.
doing a pod, my BAC is above limits right now.
Oh my
I
god, I could
feel
not drive.
I got a great buddy of mine. Shout out the other Matt, who's not NYJ Matt. I'm also getting a call from my buddy. My dad called me. My mom texted me.
Don't answer
My
them.
mom said, heartbreaking loss. I'm so sorry. Your quarterback played well. Should have tried the extra point, not to. Your grandma says they were more fun to watch than the Giants. That was a text I got.
That's a very nice text. You know, it's a
Yeah.
nice text.
Mike,
Man,
if you made this far,
I
look
do
at
like.
this. We're on the road to 2100. And if you subscribe and you DM us and we're not following you back, we'll follow you back.
The fact. What was the number we had last time? It was like 2072.
Yeah, I mean this fucking counter is working. Our whole thing is we will continue this pod as long as we have a couple hundred people watching. If one day there's 5,000 watching, it'll be the greatest thing ever.
Yeah,
We met two people today at the game that they're like, I love Broadway Jets. And I'm like, that was the coolest fucking moment
so
ever.
cool.
It's
Honestly,
the coolest moment ever.
wow. 2089. I'm trying to think of guys who went 20 and 89 in baseball. I think Marlon Byrd had 20 homers and 89 ribbies. I
Now I
think
have to
Victor
look it up.
Martinez
Now
did
I
it.
have to look it up. Everyone calm down. Give me the
Yeah.
guy that you feel most confident in.
I'm
Give
pretty
me
sure
some.
Marlon Byrd did it. And I think Victor Martinez also did it.
All right. Marlon Bird wife came up first. So
Yeah.
maybe she just that's
Not the year that he was on the Jets, but earlier on. And he might have been traded.
Marlon Bird in 2009 went 20 and 89.
There you go.
That is do you want to guess his batting average?
Oh, no. 302?
No, he's 283.
Damn.
Who was the other one you had going 20
Victor
and 89?
Martinez, I think, also did it.
This is
Think.
sickening. If you're wondering, Mike has a photographic baseball memory stat
I'm
line.
glad Marlon Byrd did it. VMart?
Oh, Mike, you're so close.
No good?
Victor
2088?
Martinez went 20 and 80,
20 and
20
80.
and 79 in 2010.
And he batted 302 that year, 20 and 79.
He patted 302.
There you go.
You're
All right.
a sicko, and you need to apply that to something
It doesn't work.
to better yourself.
Nothing is good. Only stupid shit.
Oh, also, everyone who showed up to L19, I missed a few like middle initial podcast, Gotham City crew. I didn't
Connor
make it over to the
Hughes.
tailgate. What happened?
Connor Hughes.
Connor Hughes came over to our tailgate. It was
I
very
said he
fun
looked like
chopping
our
it up.
history professor. He's wearing like a tweed.
All the replies were like, "Dude, you're wearing an extra small. Figure it out."
Dude,
we're
Connor
always-
coming to our tailgate was like Jesus Christ, and like everyone was acting insane. It was the
I
best.
love it, dude. It was funny because we had a couple of the people we tailgate with were like bringing him over food as if he was the president, and like Connor was great. The people were great. We always
Connor was
tailgate
awesome, yeah.
around L17. Whoever's listening, always come and get a beer with us. The people that we tailgate with, I won't name their names unless I want to dox them, but they are the nicest people with food, drinks, offering it to everybody.
Yeah,
they are unbelievable. I know
We
one
do
of the uncles
nothing.
listens to the podcast, so shout out you.
We don't do anything, and yeah, Mike listens to us sometimes, or he looks at our tweets. I think too.
We bring like 12 beers, and we need to contribute more.
We bring like 10 people.
Mike, you brought me a buffalo chicken sandwich from Wawa.
Good.
Never opened it.
You didn't eat it.
Never opened it.
Jesus
You
Christ.
brought it to me and handed it to me. And I was like, "This is great." And I
I
put
was
it on
gonna
the
say
table.
I physically gifted it to you.
And also, we got to keep track too. So you got the first round,
Yeah.
$13 beers in the stadium.
That's right.
I got the second. You got the third and tenders. So
That's true.
I'm in the leadoff spot.
Like $1,000 in debt from the Jets. Why do they do this to us? They should give us free beer. We're so supportive.
I made a comment that I might regret during the tailgate, or I was like, what if Woody Johnson didn't like our comments about the season ticket holders and just assassinated me? Like, and you, like, what if we were just done? Like hey,
I said, are we famous enough to be assassinated? Probably not.
no, it would be like
Probably
an
not.
attack. But they would
It
be
would be a
like,
murder.
hey, Mike and Matt, come to Suite B. We want to show you
Like,
this
we'll see
tailgate
you.
package. We saw your tweets, and then they just bring us in, and it's a scene from Goodfellas.
Departed.
and depart. We're just walking into our demise.
All right. Yeah.
You know Woody
Greg
wanted
Johnson
that
just
game.
kills us with like a with just like a chain. Oh, god damn it. We've
You
been
know
pretty
Woody wanted that game bad, dude.
yeah.
He wanted
You
that.
got to feel for Woody. You don't, but you got to if he does care, it's like, man, let me get one of these. And you're up by 9 in the fourth quarter. How did we lose that game? Oh, because Xavier Gibson fumbled a kickoff.
I mean, like, you see my 2 tweets of me on this platform, on this very show.
Did you tweet the machete one? Because I will.
I tweeted 2. So there's one of me saying, giving Xavier Gibson the opportunity to return in 2025 is giving a machete to preschoolers. It's going to
Yep.
end badly. And if it doesn't, you're going to be very scared. And then I have another one. Unbelievable. You have to go look at it. I said, if you allow Xavier Gibson to return, you have the opportunity to lose a football game because of him. And if you do that in 2025, it's an embarrassment on you in the front office. I tweeted that verbatim, and they did it. And even
Did you
though
put
he
him back out
fumbled
there?
and the Jets grabbed the lead back, that changed so much.
No,
And
it's the whole game, Matt. You would have been up 9 or 10 if well, it would have been 9. You would have kicked the extra point.
unreal.
It's an indictment, and
I'll be right
you don't
back.
want to lose that way. The offense could not have played better. Can we just get a stop at some point? Like there are multiple games. The Jets had a few stops today. They had a few sacks. There were a few games last year, the Cardinals game and the Niners game, where you just never got off the field. And today they had a few stops, but like you
The
scored
Niners game they
30.
did one time in the
No,
first
I think it
quarter.
was 0. Oh, was it 1?
The Niners game one time they forced a 3-and-out, and we're like, this fucking defense. It was like the first or second drive,
Yeah.
and then they got
Yeah, and
steamrolled.
there were obviously games where the offense didn't play well, whatever. Like, play complementary football one time. Like, you have 7 guys on defense that we've been talking about all offseason. 3 all pros, Quinnen, Quincy Sauce, 2 terrific young pass rushers, Will McDonald, Jermaine, Michael Carter. Like, get the fuck off of Jamie and Sherwood. Get off the field. Figure it out. What are we doing? This is not a loaded offense the Steelers have. You shut down DK Metcalf. They have 2 tight ends. And what? Like Jalen Warren and Calvin Austin? Like, give me a break, dude. Their number 3 receivers, Robert Woods, Bobby Trees. They cut him before the first game. Get off the field. I'm sick of it. Come on. Someone pick someone up. The offense played their dicks off, dude.
Is that a nickname that he goes by, or you made that
Bobby
up?
Trees? I thought so, but it is. I don't know. He's not in football now. So that's their number 2 receiver coming into the season. Jesus Christ. Bobby Skowarnik, whatever the fuck his name is, caught a touchdown.
I have a spin zone though.
Yeah.
It feels better coming home and the light is still out after a loss during daylight savings when you get home and it's pitch
Oh my
black
God.
outside, and you're like, I got work tomorrow. Terrifying.
I think
This
that's like next week. I think
is it.
I don't know.
This is
Dude, I got off the subway. It felt good. I agree.
this is the type of loss where it is a sit down shower. The moment I hit end recording and post the video, I'm gonna put the shower on the hottest degree possible. And I'm gonna sit down in the pitch black and not move for 20 minutes. It is a sit down shower type of loss.
I don't want to watch the stupid Sunday night game of Bills Ravens, like because we actually played great. Like there are some times we come back from these games and we watch the Sunday night game, and it's like, wow, they're playing a different sport. Like no, we scored 32 points. Justin Fields is fast as fuck. He's threw missiles all day. Garrett Wilson's the best receiver in football. Brees Hall is the truth. The offensive line is going to destroy you. And it's like now we are 0-1 for what? And I don't know if I want the Bills to lose. Of course, we want them to lose, but like if they lose, they're gonna be mad. And if they win, then we have to win to like stay. I just so frustrating.
Yeah, if they lose, everything will go. It is very, it's weird, dude.
We
But
played well though, Matt. You know what? We played well.
yeah,
The offense.
I don't know. I mean, we said it all. Offense good,
Oh,
defense
great.
bad.
Offense, great, Matt. Great. Seriously, great. 32
Offense
points, and it was no help from anything. They never got a short
great.
field. There were a couple of nice kick returns, and then obviously the kick returning was the culprit of the game. But the offense really like move the ball up and down the field, and the run game was so impressive. That is a terrific defensive front. Cam Hayward was questionable to play because of his stupid contract dispute. He got like $3 million in incentives. What a dumb fucking holdout. And then he comes in and gets murdered by Joe Tippmann and Josh Myers. And Zach Rosenblatt's a bitch.
Off the record.
On the
No.
record. The
We
record
like
is
Zach
stated.
Rosenblatt.
On the record. Come on
No.
the podcast. He's not going to watch. Is he going to watch?
I
No
think
way.
I think Zach Rosenblatt is fine. I think
I
he
dislike
ended up tweeting a lot of things that ended up being correct about the coaching staff. And I've
All right.
talked to him, and he's definitely not our biggest fan. Like at times,
Yeah,
'cause
he's
kinda-
talking shit to me on Twitter about
but
our content.
like internalize that.
Yeah.
He probably overreacted to your funny reply. You
Yeah.
got like you had a funny reply
Yeah, he
and a correct
started it.
reply. You and
Bring him on
him
the pod.
need to
Bring him
get
on
a
the pod.
beer and hash it out.
I'm not drinking ever again. I'm done.
Dude. I mean,
Until next week.
that fireball shot at 9:30,
Oh,
it's poison. It's poison. You
Oh.
put poison in your body, and you're letting it happen.
it hit like crack in the 90s.
Was it good in the 90s?
I didn't have it. I don't know.
All right. 30-minute video. We made it pretty far. If you made it this far, hit subscribe.
How are we
comment,
0-1, Matt? How are we
like.
0-1?
Everything. We're 0-1.
Subscribe and like.
Horrifying. Horrifying.
When is it going to change? But they played well today. If this is our real team, we're going to make the playoffs this year. That's a fact. I'm serious.
I mean, we will be the team.
The defense is better than this.
We might be the team for the first month to score that many points and not win the game.
Yeah.
Obviously, this week, unless Sunday Night Football goes crazy, like no other team scored over 30 this week and potentially the whole month to not win the football game.
Yeah. Fields look good, man. Maybe we have our quarterback.
That's what we asked is do something good enough. And if the Jets go 7-10 and Justin Fields
like
loses,
this, are you going to draft a quarterback? I don't know.
But my argument is if you go 7-10 and Justin Fields loses like 2 games, like plays awful,
yeah,
you probably keep him. If he ends up like being bad in 8 of those losses, then you consider it. He's 1-0 right now in terms
if he
of
plays like
well.
this, oh my god, for sure.
Exactly.
But then it just sucks because we thought our defense was better than it really is.
Your dad underwhelmed with it. He called it out in the second quarter. He's like, fuck this defense.
I just feel bad. The older guys are just beat down from all the losing all these years. And I'm like, like this is just one game. And he's like, it's fucking been happening for 40 years. I'm like, I know, but these guys weren't playing like 30 years ago. Like Sauce wasn't on the team. But last year they were underwhelming. So they need to prove themselves with a new coaching staff. You got to win that game if you're from the defensive standpoint, regardless of the one gift touchdown. Everything else was just march down the field. And Boswell did kick a 60-yard field goal too.
What do you want the title of the video to be? The Jets lose a heartbreaker in week 1?
I guess. I don't know. Mad Mike are hungover midday. Zach Rosenblatt's a bitch.
Stop saying that. He's not bad.
He's not going to watch. If he watches, tweet at me, Zach, and we'll figure it out. I'm sorry.
I like Zach. I think I don't
if
like
you
Costello.
like Zach Rosenblatt and you disagree with what I'm saying, DM me. Tweet at me and Zach. We'll figure it out. We're reasonable guys.
You also can say whatever you want too, because I think I've been very critical of other stories, but then ended up being a lot of truth to what he reported. And I've DM'd with him a handful of times. Like he seems like a good dude. I mean, I haven't looked at a single tweet from a beat writer today, but I'm sure they called the game as everybody else saw it. Offense good, great. Defense bad.
Diana Routine is probably reporting there's some problem in the locker room. Scumbag.
Man. We'll get Connor on this week. I think we're going to get Connor Hughes on this week.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's get Zach on with him. Bring him on.
Good. 35-minute video.
Nice.
Thank you for watching. Mike, not what we wanted. That was a horrifying drive home.
How do we lose that game? Oh, I don't know. Are we going to win a game? You said it before. Are we going to win a game that we played poorly? Yeah, we have to now. Because you lost a game you played well. Fuck.
Yeah. All right, buddy.
We're going to win 10 games.
Hopefully. All right. I'll talk to you.
Shut up.